everybody, this is Jonathan from Phil's Real Estate, giving you quality real estate, quality service. Today, I'm going to give you a virtual tour of the newest and most exciting development here in the city, 32 Sanson by Rockwell, specifically their 3-bedroom unit. 32 Sanson by Rockwell is a 3.2 hectare property completely immersed in green landscapes, which make up 70% of the property itself. It's hidden from the busy city life, but it's still closely situated conveniently near malls, universities, other commercial establishments, major roads, and even Cebu's very own commercial hub. It even has rolling mountain views. There are 5 residential buildings. 3 of those, namely Rafia, Gemelina, and Buri, already are homes to members of this community. In Solihia, the 4th building is currently being turned over. And we also have the newest member of the 32 Sanson family, the Cillian building. As a special treat, today we'll be joined by a professional who's going to give us her expert opinion on the property, none other than the Vice President of the Philippine Institute of Interior Designers, Ms. Roselane Tochip.
Hi Jonathan, hi everybody. It's such a pleasure to be here with you today.
Oh no, the pleasure is all ours. So glad she's here because she's going to be giving us all expert pointers on what works in a building as beautiful as 32 Sanson.
Thank you, Jonathan. I'm so excited to see what the units of 32 Sanson has in store for us.
Now, before we get started, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to follow Phil's Real Estate in all of our socials. Without further ado, let's get started. Ladies first. Wow.
That's big.
That's a lot of space.
I love how bright and airy this whole place is. The ceiling's really high.
Yes, it is.
Ooh.
Well, when you see something on paper and you see it in person, there's still a lot of difference between the two. Like, this is the 3-unit executive suite. It's got 187 square meters of living space. It's got 3-meter-high ceilings, and it still takes my breath away.
Jonathan, this is the kitchen for me.
This is it. It's got marble granite countertops. It's got stainless steel sinks, double sinks at that, and those Smeg appliances, the fridge and the oven and the induction stove, they come with the property.
Oh, they do?
They do. And there's shelves too. Nice to keep everything organized, right?
Other than that, I've also noticed that this dining table is a 6-seater, but I think this could easily fit an 8-seater table.
You're right. You could fit 8 people happily and then more on this counter here
right?
too.
And I love how when I'm on the dining, I can talk to anybody who's on the living.
Yeah.
Right?
It's always nice to have people around and you don't divide them. Because this open floor space, open floor plan, really makes for a cohesive home life.
Right.
But I really love that light fixture though. I mean, come on. How about I show you the bedrooms?
Good idea.
Now the bedrooms are here to the left of the door when you enter, which has this nice hallway here, which you can fill with art as much as you can, or mirrors or pictures. And then at the end of the hall, we have this bedroom.
Ooh, this one's pretty big. Is this the master's bedroom?
Oh no, we're saving the best for last. This is a junior master bedroom. And as you can see, you get a nice picture window over at the end, which lets in a lot of light. And the ceilings are just as high as they were outside.
I love how this is a king bed, but I can go XL. Oh, this is so nice.
Yes,
And I
can.
can't believe this isn't even the master's bedroom
No,
yet.
it's not. Now, every bedroom in this house comes outfitted with their own restrooms, which has a shower and glass enclosures too. And what I love about this room is that it's got a lot of closet space. I mean, I need some place to store my OOTDs.
That's true. The thing about having storage as big as this one is because even for units as big as 32 Sanson, 3-bedroom executive, right? The space still gets cluttered.
It
so
does.
Having room for so many extra things, it's really a bonus.
That's something that most homeowners forget, that you need to put stuff away so they will stay away. And a closet like this, well, I could fit right in too with my clothes. Now here's the 2nd bedroom.
These 2 bedrooms are really big.
They are.
I love how I can put 2 single beds here, or maybe a double deck and one more single bed.
Right, for like when you have more kids and
Right.
who just want their own beds. And just as with the other bedroom, we have a picture window here. It gives in so much light, it makes it so airy, and the ceilings are still as high. I cannot get over the ceilings, I'm sorry.
I can't help it, but it really helps up the value of the property.
Right. Now another thing, the closets. It still just has as much closet space as the other bedroom. Right here. And it's also built into the wall, so you know this is a closet that's not gonna fall down.
This comes with a unit, right?
It does.
Okay.
And then you want to put in an extra TV here. You can totally do that, but this reading corner is perfect for me. Now you got your bed, you got your closet. What else do you need in your bedroom but your own bathroom? Just like the other bedroom, this comes with its own bath with an overhead shower and glass partitions. And yes, it comes when you buy the property.
Wow.
There's also another room here that I'd love to show you.
Ooh.
This is the maid's quarter.
And the utility.
The utility area here too, appliances not included, but the provisions are for a washer and a dryer.
Among all the condos we've done, I think this is one of the biggest maid quarters we have. I have seen.
It is, right? I mean, you could easily fit another bed here if you have more than one help.
Or you could use this as a very good storage room.
That's right. Plus, since there are no direct light here, you can store a lot of canned goods and it'll stay for years. And they also have their own washroom here. 2 bedrooms down, 1 more to go. Are you ready for the master's bedroom? Not yet, because you need to freshen up maybe, because we have a powder room right here.
It's so bright. I love how there's so much natural light coming in, plus the ventilation.
And here it is, the pièce de résistance, the master suite.
This walk-in closet.
I didn't think I'd ever hear the words condo and walk-in closet ever uttered in the same sense until here, 32 Sanson.
And it's bright too.
Perfect for getting that perfect OTD.
Because most of the time we've noticed in other condos, the walk-in closet is usually situated close to the bathroom and it's usually a dark space.
And not to mention how terrible it is for your clothes exposed to all that humidity and moisture. Speaking of bathrooms, you're not ready for this. You're not ready for this. Come on in. This is a bathroom.
I did not expect this.
It's got a lot of space here for freshening up, self-care and pampering, plus the bathtub, glass partition for the shower with the overhead, and the separate toilet. They all come when you buy this property. Now, another thing that I wanted to point out is the marble counter, the marble sink here, his and hers. No hurrying, no rushing in the morning. Do I need to put on my makeup or brush my teeth? You can do both each at your own time.
This is great.
And then, of course, here it is, the bed. Nice size, great picture window. Also a feature of this entire property. So you get a lot of nice daylight once it's there. And you might be worried, it's a lot of windows. What about noise? This entire unit is outfitted with acoustic insulation. So even when you're in the city, you don't feel like you're in the city.
So some units have a view of the pool and some units have a view of the mountain and the city also?
Yes, and this one particularly, you have a view of the foliage. Now, as we all know, greenery is a great way to de-stress, and you got a view of the treetops right here. What's nice about this property, Rose, is that it includes amenities like a main lobby in every tower. There's an outdoor play area, not just one, but 2 large pools, a fitness center, and a beautiful clubhouse for those extra special occasions. There's even a restaurant in the property for those wanting to try gastronomic culinary experiences, and a cafe for those who prefer to have light tea or pastries. Of course, I really should remember to mention the security and the exclusivity of the property. It's really your very own oasis surrounded by nature. For those of you who are interested in properties like these, here's some good news. 32 Sanson by Rockwell still has some units available. Like what you see? Then let Phil's Real Estate help you out. You can reach out to us through this number or send us a message through any of our socials. Well, I've been saying how much I love this property, Rose, but now this time I think let's let the professionals talk. What did you think about this property? What feature stood out the most for you?
For me, just upon entering, honestly, I felt like it was so light, so airy. Like something about the unit just told me that I'm home.
Right, it does have that certain energy, right?
Right, like the warmth. The feature that really stuck out to me, honestly, is the very high ceiling all throughout the units.
Yes, I love that too.
As well as the amount of natural daylight that just filters in.
Well, this is a really well curated apartment. What design, what aesthetic is this?
I would say this is a contemporary Filipino design with a bit of transitional touch, because it feels like a resort hotel, very comfortable but very luxurious.
I love that you mentioned that this is a Filipino design because we are in building 4 called Solihiya, and there's a lot of Solihiya features added here too, in the lamps, in the finishes on the closets. So it's a really nice cohesive touch. Speaking of, this is a lot of floor space, close to 200 square meters. What is the importance of having a cohesive theme in interior designing a place like this?
Having that one cohesive theme ties up the entire unit. So the whole unit feels very familiar. You are going from the living room to the dining to the different bedrooms. It feels like it's all tied together. There's continuity.
Okay.
I wouldn't say though that having one central theme is the way to go, because for some people, tailor fitting each room to whatever purpose it works for them or for whatever character it is of the dweller of that unit, of that certain bedroom within the one unit. If it works best for them, then going that direction is also the right answer.
Now, with the many options of property here in Cebu, why is it important to get something that's well thought out, well curated, like this one in 32 Sanson by Rockwell? What good does it bring the investor?
I think as a general rule, all of us think that investing in property is the way to go. But in my opinion, not all properties are made the same way and not all properties appreciate the same way. So the value of property, such as this one in 32 Sanson, I guess I could say that having a property owned by one of the most premium developers in the country, Rockwell, would be a guarantee that the value would increase. So I guess it's safe to say that if you have that kind of money, putting it here would be a very good decision.
Yes, and if you put a lot of money into something like this, you would want to take care of it, right? But this is something that happens a lot with Filipino homeowners. They don't really like having an interior designer. Most would like to go about it themselves. Now, if you're somebody who plans to buy property, maybe invest in it, make it look really good, this is something for you. We're gonna talk to a professional, an actual interior designer here, about the importance about having an interior designer on hand. So as an interior designer, how much input do you think a client should have in a project?
Based on our experience, a lot of homeowners either choose to be the end users of their own space or they choose to rent it out. So for homeowners who choose to be the end owners of their spaces, what interior designers can do is to tailor fit your empty space from a bare unit into something that the owner or the family that is gonna live in it can truly identify with, where their unique character and lifestyle is carefully considered. Now for homeowners who wish to rent out their units for investment, given the experience we've had, we already are quite familiar with how condos work and what parameters the rental market is looking for. So we can help you avoid costly mistakes. We can also help you filter where the budget should be going and which items the people who are looking to rent these spaces are what they find value in. So generally, investing in a unit like this means a lot of money. So hiring a professional would really help you find a way to maximize your space.
Now, in your experience, what's the most challenging aspect of designing a home?
getting to know the client. Getting to know the client means finding the client in a very comfortable position where they are able to open up to you. So this is not easy for everybody. So for some clients who either don't really show their real character, or for some clients who are not sure of what they want in their space, a lot of reading happens. I profile what colors they often wear to our meetings, what type of bags they carry, because it can really show their personality. So it's a lot of mind reading, to be honest, this whole interior design thing. Other than getting to know the client, it's the budget. So for some clients, they have a very clear budget to start, but some clients also like to play it by ear. So if there are some things they feel it's okay to spend a little extra on, they go with. And sometimes they also skimp on some very important things, which I wouldn't recommend. So I feel like having a very clear communication with the client, it is difficult, but it is very essential in interior design. Again, our goal is to have a happy client. So this really depends on the client. What I've noticed, however, is for clients that are the end users of the space, being hands-on and being part of every process, it gives them satisfaction, and they find sentiment in their space when they are fully involved. And at the end of the day also, they also have, they are also happier that they are involved. But oftentimes for clients for rental spaces, they don't really mind. They have a very clear budget, they tell you what they want, and then it's really up to us interior designers to do it for them. So for them, this saves a lot of time, this saves so much work and effort, so much frustration. So leave it to the professional. Basta, you know what my budget is, you know what my targets are, and you know what my market is as well. So it really depends. I think it depends on the client, it depends on the type of project.
All right. Well, it's been a very, very informative session here with Rose. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us.
Thank you so much for having me here.
But she's not done sharing, because up next we've got another property to look at, also by Rockwell. So stay tuned.